The last thing we ever want to do is confuse you guys. So I'm gonna try to make this as simple as possible. Folks, what you are looking at is the all-new 2024 Suzuki XL7. Not to be confused with the Ertiga. That, you can say, is the lower variant. The XL7 is a top variant of the Ertiga line. But this, ladies and gentlemen, the new one is now a hybrid. So they've done away with the non-hybrid version. So this is going to be the only one available to you. And I can't tell you what the price is, but I'll save it for a little bit later. Let's start with what's underneath. Underneath is a 1.5-liter four-cylinder gasoline engine that produces 103 horses and 138 newton meters of torque, mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. Now, I'm kind of liking the automatic transmission, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later. On the front, what's different from the non-hybrid to the hybrid is that you've got a new grille now, and I gotta tell you, it's striking. I like the way that it looks. I think it looks very good for the car. Now, the XL7 obviously is supposed to be a little bit more robust, and I think they've got that good, along with the fog lamps that you find down below. Down the side, if you'll follow me, you'll note that the ground clearance is still the same. The wheels are somewhat similar, and this ground clearance is very, very, how should I say, confidence inspiring, especially in a larger vehicle, an MPV like this, when you're taking along your family along with you and you're getting out of town. Trust me, you want that ground clearance, and it is amazing. Now, the biggest change on the exterior from the hybrid to the non-hybrid will be found here. This thing in the center here, this garnish right here, is all new. There's a little bit of dust on it because Earl kind of drives like a maniac, but it still looks good nonetheless. Large lights. Space is still the same in the rear. You got 190-liter space with the third row up. So not much, but definitely good enough for, I know I can fit a wheelchair in there or a buggy for a kid. And then you've got some space underneath. Obviously, that more than doubles when you fold the third row, and then doubles yet again when you fold the second row. And the nice thing about it, it's all flat. Now, there are, as we pointed out, some minor changes on the exterior of the XL7 to the XL7 Hybrid. There's a little bit more on the inside, which I want to show you right now. Earl, go that way, I go this way. You're not going to find a lot of changes on the second row. Pretty bog standard still. Center armrest, charging point right there, which is a 12-volt socket. The seats are still pretty much the same. The air controls are found on top. The door does almost open to about 90 degrees, allowing even senior citizens to be able to get in and out of the car very easily. The bigger changes will be found up front. Now, for the main part, the layout is still very similar, very the same actually. Some changes include, there are now blue rings found around the speedometer and the tachometer. It's not much, but it does add a nice flavor to it. Also, there is no more, there's less piano blacks here. And then this material has also changed. This is now sort of like a, it's like a marble finish, faux wood marble finish, very high gloss, and it doesn't leave fingerprints, which I'm loving. Oh, and I forgot to mention, now there's also cruise control, which I really like. Nice. Also, you do most definitely get a 10-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it also doubles as your reverse camera. Lastly, you'll want to know why it's called a hybrid. Well, that's because paired with the internal combustion engine is also an electric motor. Not a very big one. One that is just 1.77 kilowatts. Now, that's not enough to get the car starting from a standing stop, but it will help you along the way as you are driving, making it a mild hybrid system. In fact, it should do really great with fuel consumption. I can tell you that driving all the way here to Pico de Oro, using the back roads, we were able to do about 15 kilometers per liter. Now, that's provincial roads. Obviously, it will do better on the highway. They've said that they can possibly do 22 kilometers per liter on the highway. That would, I was assuming, would be NLEX or SETEX. Do subscribe to our channel because there's a good chance that this car will be with us sometime again soon for a proper review. Before I let you go, you may want to head on over to AutoDeal.com.ph or try our app, which is available on Android and Apple. You will find that the XL7 is priced at $1,200,000. I was about to say 600. 1,262,000 Philippine pesos, and also at 1,252,000 Philippine pesos, depending on the color that you get. You're not going to know which one is which until you check out our app. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you soon.